Today I'm going to talk to you about the Facebook business page. Facebook business page is very different from having a personal Facebook page because you are able to get insight from your page. Insight is just data that's collected and it just tells you what people are doing and where they're going. Where you have a normal page and you just look around and you get the normal posts, the difference with a business page is when you scroll to the top of your page, you'll have a tab that says check out the new page insights. So I'm just going to click on that now. And here comes the interesting stuff. Now, here is an overview of all the page likes we've got for the last week. It tells us how far the posts have, how many people the posts have reached. So for example, we've got over 18,000, but that's because we did a paid promotion. I'll talk about that a little later. So this week we've got 6 new likes, we've had 1 comment, and we've had 4 people share our posts, and we've had 178 people click into the various posts that we've put up this week. Now when you come down here, it gives you the last 5 posts you've done. It tells you the type of post, so this is a link. It tells you how many people it's reached, how many people have engaged with the post. The blue line here is how many people have clicked on your post, and the red line tells you how many people have liked it. So if we just go up here to the page is interesting because this tells us how many likes we have, and let's just change this to when we first started our page, which wasn't that long ago, so the 19th of June, you'll be able to see that we started out with 74 page likes on the 19th of June, and this slowly climbed up until today, which we now have 155. Down a little further, this gives us the net likes and shows us which days we got more likes. As you can see, it varies from day to day. We've got fewer unlikes as well. Not the end of the world, it's going to happen. Some people will like your page before they know anything about it, and perhaps they don't like the type of thing you post. Perhaps Hackney Social is not for them. But not the end of the world. For every unlike you get, you'll get 5 new likes. Now the data here is really interesting because this tells us where people are looking at our page. There's a huge increase with mobile phones and tablets, so a lot of the data is coming from mobile phones. You can see here, just in the purple here, people are looking at the mobile. 4 people looking at the mobile from mobile here. We did a few adverts, so this shows us that people are looking at adverts from the page, and some of them are looking at it from their mobile. This page here gives us all the posts we've ever published. You can see everything from the very beginning. And this is a really interesting tab. This tells us when our fans are online. This is really interesting because every page will be different, every business Facebook page. And it's something you want to check on a weekly basis because it will change. And it's really important to think about when you put your posts up. Because if you put a post up when your fans are not online, then due to the Facebook algorithm, which is called EdgeRank, it might be that your fans don't see it. With Facebook, they have an algorithm in the news feed which basically rewards engaging posts. It's called story bumping. So what happens is, if people don't scroll down enough to see your post, it means they might miss it. But if you've put your post up at a time where your fans are online, you're more likely to get comments and likes. And the way the algorithm works is the more likes and comments you have, the more your post will be boosted up the algorithm. Due to the algorithm, it will boost up to the top of the newsfeed. So it's really important to think about when your fans are online and make sure you get the posts out then. So for example, if we just come down here, if we look at typical fans for Hackney Social, probably, we just look at this peak here, between 9 and midnight, so that's about 10 o'clock, 70 people are online. So that tells me that 10 p.m. in the evening is a good time for me to put my posts up. If we come down here, we've still got 19 people online at 6 a.m, but that's not nearly as many as in the evening. So what the insight tells me is I need to be posted in the evening. This is also an interesting page. This tells us who your fans are. So we have 72% of our fans are women and 26% are men. And if we come down here, we get the geographical data. And out of our 155, we've got 143 fans from England. But then this is when it gets interesting, because we've got 2 from Sweden, 1 from France, 1 from Morocco. We've got Singapore, Australia. So that's really quite interesting, and it just goes to show how far your page will reach. I'm just going to click on here now. This is where people have engaged, and this tells us basically the age group of the people that engage. So here, this tells us for Hackney Social, the age of 25 to 34 gets the most engagement. It's worth checking the Insight page at least once a week, because this data will change. Probably the most important part to keep an eye on is definitely when your fans are online, because that tells you when to post.